NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Bill Stadium in upstate New York. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers.
Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
And we are underway in Buffalo. Returning it, Isaiah McKenzie. And able to get this out to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
No gain on the play. Leads to 3rd and 11.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
Mike, check, 59. I got you.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And the Niners get there and bring him down. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Here's Corey Bojorquez now. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Fielded at the 20. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at about the 32. First carry for Raheem Mostert. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Here we go.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. Here's Mostert. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you 1st downs and big plays of all styles. but you've got to have a big man. You can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 38 yards. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
At their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On first down, they stick with Singletary. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Singletary.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Push him back. Push him back.
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
That's good.
Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down.
At the 50-yard line.
Check line 33. Check line 33. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
7-yard line.
And now they'll throw with Allen, eluding the pressure right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 35. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. One to Singletary. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At the 36-yard line.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd and 11 now. Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Allen now on first down. He hits Beasley right side. And the Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
At the Niners' 16-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Come on.
From the gun, it's Allen. He's got it. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Again, they'll throw with Allen toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for Devin Singletary there, but now it's 3rd and goal. Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, and he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. So a late touchdown here just before the half, and that obviously changes the dynamic of this game.
Yeah, in a couple of ways, partner, because they've been shut out up until this point. So now at least they go into the locker room, and Uncle Mo may be creeping over to their side to talk to him a little bit. And second, they're right back in the football game, an extra point away from tying things up.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. A final shot before half for Allen. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
At the 31-yard line.
And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. He's at the 30. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman, 69 yards. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On 2nd and 12, Allen. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. And Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Going deep for Diggs. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 32-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there and a first down.
First down, San Francisco.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Micah Hyde able to get a hand in and knock that one away.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They will run again with Coleman. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
He's tackled at the
Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
first down.
Garoppolo on 1st down. Oh, no, he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. The 40, the 30, 20, 10. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. So a big turn of events there. This defense makes the play. They return it for the score, and now they have the lead.
So much for ball security for the offense. Playing with a lead in the second half. They give the ball up, and all of a sudden they're behind.
Big-time fumble. So now an important conversion attempt here as the Bills line up to go for 2. Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead.
49ers 13. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Brought down by
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Second and 5 now. Garoppolo, the first catch of the game for George Kittle. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he's going to have a Niners first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
At the Bills' 45-yard line.
This is Mostert. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Back at the 48-yard line.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he's got some space here. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, 49ers.
The ball carrier.
Raheem Mostert, 48 yards. And the 49ers have retaken the lead.
Robbie Gould.
Well, at this stage in the 4th, I thought they might work it down the field a little differently, but they go with the run. Hole opens up, and he's gone.
Were we mind melding there? Because you're thinking differently, meaning throwing the ball, right? I'm with you. With that time on the clock, I thought the ball would be in the air on just about every play. And they came back and got them with a surprise because I think the defense was planning for that as well. That took some fortitude as a play caller. Give him high marks for making it happen.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to
and, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Number 31.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Once again, it's Mostert. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 11, 21.
On third down, here comes Mostert. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Makes the score Niners 27, Bills 16. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congrats.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 33. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
They'll take over.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice. And the Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
Here we go, here we go. Wait,
Down to a knee goes Garoppolo, and that ought to do it.
Tonight's final score, Niners 27.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Buffalo.